In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to find the correct chords when you're playing a song. Too often I've seen musicians playing major when the singers are singing minor and vice versa. I've seen that even with decent musicians. So we're gonna go with the basics of the basics. And in this video, we're gonna address the major chords. In the second part, we're probably gonna address the relative minors, and then we might even do a third part where we talk about passing chords, how to choose the correct passing chords. So let's get into it. So we're gonna use the song Amazing Grace, right? Da, 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 okay, so that's on the key of C. Okay, C major. Okay, now first thing we have to realize is that on every key we have 4 major chords. What are those 4 major chords? These are 1, 4, and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the key of C, it's gonna be C, F, and G. Okay, so these are the 4 major chords. That means these are the chords that we're gonna use most of the time. Okay, these are the only chords that we're gonna work with in that first part. Okay, it's gonna be 1, 4, and 5. So how do I know if I should use 1 or 4 or 5? So if you have a little bit of common sense, that should help. But I don't want to call it common sense, because some people are, they just don't have their ear is not developed yet to, determine which one they should use. So at the minimum, you should be able to feel like when you're going home. Okay, home, you start from home and you go back home. So home is 1. So so most of the time your first chord is gonna be 1, and the last chord is also gonna be 1. Da 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 da. Right? So you have to feel when it's the time to come back home. Okay? So that's the first part. Second thing is you have to take your melody, your rhythm into account. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so basically, let's say that's a 3-beat song. Every 3 beat, I'm gonna play a chord. So the 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that means my chord is usually gonna fall on the first beat of my measure. Okay, keep that in mind. My chord falls on the first beat. Okay, you don't want to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? The chord has to fall on the first beat most of the time. There will be exceptions, obviously, especially when it comes to passing chord, but the foundational chords of your progression of your song, the skeleton, it's gonna fall on the 1. Keep that in mind. So knowing that, it makes the next step easier. So now I know I don't have to do right? I don't have to change chord every single beat. I know I only have to change chord on the first beat. Okay, the note that falls on the 1, it has to be part of my chord on the left end. Okay, so there will be exceptions, obviously, but for the most part, so if I do da da, so F G, C, or C, F, G. Which ones have C, the chord C? I have the C chord, obviously, and then I have the F chord. It has C in it, right? But obviously, like we said in the beginning, your first chord is gonna be 1. So, right? I have this. I could do this, but it sounds a little dull. You know, we don't want it to be monotonous. So this works very well. It actually works better than C, right? Can I keep the F? No, I can't, because F doesn't have this note in it. So I have to change the note. Which notes have G? One note is obviously G. One chord is obviously G. So let's try that. That doesn't sound well. That doesn't sound right. So now, which other chord has G in it? It's obviously C, right? It has a G in it. So I can do right? That sounds a lot better, right? I can do that, but I have other options. Which note is that? That is G. Okay, so what chord I have, what other chord other than C has G in it? It's obviously G major, right? Right? That sounds a lot better. Right? That doesn't sound right. So I can go back to the C because it has the G in it. So or I could do F because F has a C in it, right? Right? We did that already and it didn't work. So even though that's a G, but the correct chord in that situation is C, right? C also has a G in it. It's missing something. So this C here is all kind of a predominant for me, right? To the 5. The 5 is dominant. So okay. Okay. Okay, let's just take one more example. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yeah, so. Yes. Obviously, the first chord is gonna be 1. Yes, Jesus. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So here I have to change my chord. So between F, G, and C. Remember, we're only limiting our choices to 3 chords. We only have the right to play 3 chords, which is 1, 3, 4. No more. There's no D, there's no E, there's no A minor. We can only play those 3 chords. So, da, da, da. Yes, Jesus loves. Which one has A in it? It's F, obviously, right? F has A in it. So I'm going back home, right? G, I have G in there in my C chord. Yeah, Jesus loves me. I can do the same move I did in the last one. I could either go straight to the G, but because of this, it gives me the feel That's why I said there's a little bit of common sense that goes into it too. It gives me the feel that I have to go to that predominant and then to the dominant and then back again. Yes, Jesus loves me. Right? I have the A here. Right? Predominant. Instead of going straight to the G, I do predominant, dominant. You know, a lot of the time in the end of a song, you will have to go to the dominant, which is the G. But sometimes it requires you to go to a predominant first and then to the dominant. Okay, like that's just a different example, or that's another example. Okay, so just use that same technique on different songs and try to figure out the chords for it. And then once from there, you can, don't forget, you don't only practice it on one key. Do the same thing on the different keys. So if I have, yeah, Jesus loves me. I'm gonna do it on a different key, G. So that's gonna be my 1, 4, and 5, right? 4, right? 4, right? I can do it on F sharp. That's my 4. That's my 5, predominant 5. Just make sure you do it on all 12 keys, and then from there, you've mastered it. Thank you, my friend, for taking the time to watch this video. Be on the lookout for part 2 and part 3. I don't know, we might even do I don't know how many parts this is gonna be. But the bottom line, I want to make sure you know and understand how to find the correct chords so that you don't hurt people's ears. I'll see you in the next video.